What's up everybody? This time we have Atomic Habits by James Clear, making a review and summary again of the books that I read. So this was a great one. I read it very quickly. It was a really good book and easy to read, quick to read, I think. Super interesting stuff. So it should be pretty clear. The book is about habits and basically like how to make habits automatic. And of course it's atomic, not automatic, but like basically you want to you want to change your habits. You want to have those good habits in place, make them stick, and then you want to eliminate those bad habits. So let's go over here. Just gonna summarize this again, and highly recommend this book, by the way. I'll link it right below here. This video, it's like right there. You can see the buy here link to Amazon. Way to support this channel also, although you don't pay any extra. It's an affiliate link, just as a disclaimer. I will get like 4 cents or something from it if you buy it or something. I don't even know, something like that, but just a small way. Wanted to include it also for you there, so it's easier to find this book. So yeah, let's go over here. We have like how to create a good habit. So I'm going to summarize then how to break a bad habit. I like this chart here. So there's basically 4 parts to both of these. So when you want to think of a bad habit that you're trying to break, it's just an inverse of that. I'm sort of going to give you a few examples of that, but it's an inverse of these 4 laws he calls. The first law, second law, third law, fourth law, which are make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. And the inverse of that is make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, make it unsatisfying. So the first step he says here is fill out the habit scorecard, write down your current habits to become aware of them. Isn't it interesting, like when we wake up in the morning, we usually have like the same set of habits. Go to the bathroom, warm up the shower and brush your teeth while the shower is warming up, or then after you shower, you're gonna weigh yourself, or blah blah blah. I wrote this down also, like usually it's like I check my weight first, then I'm gonna shower, I'll brush my teeth in the shower, then I'm gonna like maybe like after that, what was after that? Then I'm gonna get like down and walk my dog a little bit, take her outside, and I'm gonna come back inside. And like usually I actually get to work these days. I used to meditate before, but like actually I find like that morning, those morning hours to me are like that prime time. I'm either gonna work or work out. Like that's when my mind is really focused. So I don't like to have these layered super long list of habits, like journal and then meditate and then gratitude practice and then breathing practices and everything. I'm not a super big fan of those. But meditation is really good for you if you can do it. I probably should start doing it like in the evening at least or something. One habit to actually build. Good note here. Other habit I want to work on is kind of keep my desk and my kitchen and everything cleaner. I'm super organized and everything, you can probably see from the house, but like if I have to like find just a few habits, like that would be like the meditation habit, and then keeping my place a little bit cleaner would be what I wanted to work on. But as I wrote my habits down, actually was pretty happy with them. I don't have a lot of bad habits, like his example here, like where you list the habits and then you know that's like, okay, brush teeth, shower, check phone, or something like that. Like if you're checking your phone like pretty much like the first thing in the morning, not a good thing. Like some people literally wake up and their first thing is watching like social media feed, or scrolling through social media first thing in the morning or something. Not a good habit to start the day with. So that would be an example of habit you want to break. But yeah, then you want to be more specific about it. Like people always say like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym more. It's very ambitious. Ambitious. I don't know English. you can tell from my accent, right? I'm not native English speaker. Ambitious. Ambitious, I think. Anyways, not clear that word. So you want to make it specific, like I will behavior at time in location. I will work out at 7 a.m. at this gym, specific gym. When you make it that specific, that makes it easier to stick to it. Then like you can also use like habit stacking, like after current habit, I will new habit. Like for example, a good way is like you always make your morning coffee maybe. So after, or maybe even while the coffee is brewing, you meditate. Or after you make your coffee, you're gonna go and grab a book and read. something like that, like you pair those habits. And then you want to design your environment to have those cues for your good habits. Like for example, if you want to read more, you probably don't want to put the book like inside the closet. You want to put it like right there at your desk, so you will read it, or right there like on your pillow, so when you go to bed you will read a little bit before. Make it super obvious. Make it attractive. Use temptation building, pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. Join a culture where your desired behavior is in the normal behavior. That's also super important. Like what people are like that you're surrounding yourself with. Because, for example, like if you want to get in shape, if you have a lot of people around you who are eating healthy and exercising, it becomes much easier than if you have people around you who are like smoking cigarettes, sitting on their ass, just eating junk food there. So yeah, the next one is create a motivational ritual. Do something you enjoy immediately before a difficult habit. That's one thing. Also reduce friction. We go into the third law. Reduce friction, decrease the number of steps between you and your good habits. I like this one. Like for example, if you want to start eating a healthy breakfast, but now you're skipping breakfast because it takes you too much time, etc. What you can do is like put the pan on, like clean the kitchen, all the dishes, put the pan there, put the olive oil there, put the vegetables there on that cutting board already, the knife there, your cup is in the coffee machine, everything ready. So then it's super easy because you just need to put the stove on, cook your eggs or something with the vegetables. But if you have to do all these steps, like you have to clean your dishes first, then you have to find the pan, then you have to find the olive oil from the closet, then you need to get everything from the fridge, cut them. You can even like cut it the day before, some vegetables there. So, and if you want to like meal prep, like if you cut all your vegetables, prepare everything like once a week, it's so much easier to eat healthy. But people actually kind of do the inverse of that, where they make it super hard for them, where they don't even have like the clean dishes or something like in the morning. So it's hard to then have the time and like the willpower to make the breakfast. Then prime the environment, prepare your environment to make future actions easier. That was actually the same thing I'm talking about. But here's a good example also of like, I'm gonna just give a few of the bad habit examples as we go through, because it's easy to think of that. It's just the inversion of that. But for example, let's say you're hooked to Netflix series and you're like spending way too much time, like you're not reading, you're not doing anything productive, you're just watching Netflix series all the time. What you could do is you can make it more difficult for yourself to watch TV. What you can do is, first of all, you can unplug the TV. That's first step. Now you need to take the step to actually plug the TV. You can take the batteries out of your remote control. Now you have to also put those batteries. Maybe you can even like take the TV and put it to another room. So if you want to watch it in your living room, you have to carry the TV to the living room first, then plug it, then put the batteries in the remote control. Maybe you can even like log yourself out of Netflix every time, and I don't know, like make the steps like as hard as possible. Like I don't know what you could do to Netflix also, like maybe make it like, I don't know, well, the more hard steps you can kind of, more time consuming and difficult you make it, the less like you're gonna do that. If you put the beer in the back of the fridge, it's invisible and not gonna be taking it out of them. Or if you have 2 floors at your place like me, if I leave my phone upstairs, it's gonna be harder to check my phone in the morning because I need to walk upstairs to get the phone. Instead I could focus here when the phone is not present there. Okay, next one is master the decisive moment, optimize the small choices that deliver outsized impact. So you have to understand, like for example, the decisions you make in the morning can really significantly impact the day you're going to have. Use the 2-minute rule, downscale your habits until they can be done in 2 minutes or less. Automate your habits, invest in technology and one-time purchases that unlock in future behavior. For example, like investing can be made super easy, and it doesn't require any willpower if you automate it with technology. Like every time you pay yourself, you're going to automatically be, the amount is going to be withdrawn from your account for your investments. So that's kind of, automation is going to be super helpful. Make it satisfying, use the reinforcement, give yourself an immediate reward when you complete your habit. This is a good one, but you got to understand if you're rewarding yourself with the wrong things, that's not a good thing either. You've lost your first 10 pounds, it's the best thing to do, like eat a huge bowl of ice cream. It's very contradicting, it's incongruent with the habits that you're, then the change that you're wanting to create. So for the weight loss example, for example, you would like to probably like do like a massage or go to the spa instead as a reward because that's healthy for you also, so it's congruent. Make doing nothing enjoyable. When avoiding a bad habit, design a way to see the benefits. Also, like for example, weight loss example again, as a weight loss coach, I like to use weight loss examples. So if you're driving always past McDonald's, you're always pulling into the McDonald's, because there is, by the way, I skipped that part, I didn't remember to mention what habits are, like in The Power of Habit, Charles, I forgot his surname, or at least how to say it, but he says like the habit is like wait, what was the 4 steps of habits? Cue, craving, response, and reward. So cue could be see or smell McDonald's. Craving, I want McDonald's. Response, I pull over to McDonald's. Reward, I got satisfaction from eating McDonald's. If you want to break that habit, when you're driving past McDonald's, when you're driving that at that point, you could drive another road actually. That's one way, make it more difficult. But you could also visualize yourself like you have this book trip to the Caribbean islands or something. You have like this whole cruise and everything, and you want to look super good on there. You're visualizing yourself having like those lean abs, and you're visualizing yourself in great shape, healthy, enjoying the vacation there under the sun. If you're visualizing that when you're driving past McDonald's, you're maybe less likely to pull over there. So visualize the benefits. Use a habit tracker, keep track of your habit streak, and don't break the chain. It can be super rewarding and motivating to track things like, for example, sticking to your calories or completing your workouts with an app like my coaching app. My clients complete the workout in the app, so it gives you these small like motivations, boosts in motivation, because you're tracking it and staying consistent with it. And the good example he gave here is also Jerry Seinfeld, who was making every day he was making a joke. He had a tracker on the wall, putting an X on every day that he made a joke, and he never broke the chain. He didn't want to break the chain. He just put an X on every day. So that's what you should also probably do with some habits that you really want to stick to. Maybe you want to write every morning, or practice the guitar, or maybe you want to read every day. You just want to have like a tracker where you tick everything off. Maybe it's starting the workouts, and you need an app where you can tick it off as done. Never miss twice. When you forget to do a habit, make sure you get back on track immediately. So that's if you sleep, if you missed one workout, if you missed the calories one day, like you overate, just don't sleep up twice. Get back on track immediately. Hopefully that helps. Again, Atomic Habits by James Clear is the name of the book. I linked it right below here in this video. Get it from that link. Like this video if you found this video helpful, and you can subscribe also from that, I think, red button right there, if you want to see more book summaries and reviews like this. Thanks for watching, everybody, and talk to you everyone soon.